Hi everyone, welcome back to Mechatronics Lab. Today we will perform experiment number 4 in part B, that is on motor pump sequencing circuit using PLC. This experiment is having a following contents. First one is objective of this experiment and why to perform this experiment we will see in the objective, and then theory about this experiment. Then we will see what is the ladder diagram to perform the sequencing operation and how to construct it and what are the elements used to construct. And then we will see the procedure to create a ladder diagram in a software and download it into the PLC and how to test in PLC. Then I will show how to download and simulate this program in PLC, and finally we will discuss the result. First, the objective of this experiment is to design a ladder circuit which can be used to start a motor and then to start a pump after a delay of 50 seconds. Then the motor is switched off 10 seconds before the pump is switched off, when the pump remains on for 50 seconds. For this condition, we have to devise a circuit in PLC by using timers. Before going to see the ladder diagram for this condition, we will see some theory how this circuit will be work. This circuit is an example of sequencing operation. We know what is sequencing. Sequencing means one after the other it will be work. In the industries we are very much required this type of sequencing operation. It works in the following sequence. This circuit works in the following sequence to achieve that objective. First, when you switch on the button, input button, the motor will switch on. After a delay of 50 seconds, after motor switch on, after 50 seconds, pump will switch on. Means there will be a delay in between motor and pump switch on for a period of 50 seconds. Then the motor is switched off 40 seconds after the pump is switched on. Means once motor is on, after the delay of 50 seconds, pump will on. After a pump on, next 40 seconds both motor and pump will run together. After 40 seconds of pump on, the motor will switch off first. Then after switched off a motor, the pump remains on for 10 seconds and then it is also switched off. This is the first motor will on, then pump will on, next for some time both will run together, then motor will switch off, then after some time pump will switch off. This is a sequencing on, off like that. To achieve this one, we have to construct a ladder diagram using timers. Here to demonstrate this experiment, we are using a motor with fan and pump. When a push button 1, that is on switch, is pressed, the motor start rotating, and after a delay of 50 seconds the pump will start, and after a delay of 40 seconds the PLC switch off the motor, then and the pump will switch off after a delay of 10 seconds. The ladder diagram for this logic we have to use following elements. First we are using normally open contacts, that is NO contacts, and we are also using NC contactor also, and we are using coil to represent output, and we are using 3 timers, that is timer on delay type. This is the timer on delay. The ladder diagram for this logic is as shown here. This is the ladder diagram to operate the sequencing operation. See here, it has 6 rungs including end rung. Other than end rung, we have a 5 rung, and we are using a 3 timers to switch on and switch off a motor and pump sequentially. First, in first rung, our aim is to switch on a motor first when you press the input button. For that, we are adding a one open contact and one coil here, and when you release the push button also, the motor has to be on. For that way we are adding a one open contact to the input contact parallelly, that is we are calling as a latching. This latching is very good practice while doing a programming. See, first when you switched on a input button, the motor will start. As soon as motor has started, this timer should be activated, because after a delay of 50 seconds the pump should be on. That's why in second rung we are connecting a timer to input contact that is addressed with output. Means when motor starts, this open switch will be activated to close and the timer starts counting. And in third rung we are switching on a pump. To switch on a pump, this timer has to activate this open contact. After reaching 50 seconds, the pump should be on. That's why we are using done bit here. And this is so again the latching. And next in fourth rung, we have to first switch off the motor. For that, when to switch off the motor? When after pumping is on and reaches 40 seconds. After a delay of 40 seconds of the pump on, we have to switch off the motor. That's why after, as soon as pump on, this contact will be closed, the timer gets started and it start counting. Once the accumulated value reaches preset value, that is 40 seconds, it will switch off. That's why here we are giving a timer address as a NC switch. Here, as the time reaches 40 seconds, this switch is placed in a first rung, it will open. That time the motor will switch off. And in fifth rung we are using a timer to switch off the pump. When it has to switch off? After a 10 second of motor off. For that we are giving a preset time as 10 here. As soon as this accumulated value reaches the preset value, that is 10 second, this timer is addressed to the NC switch that is used in a pump rung. Here it will open and the pump will be switched off. Like this the ladder diagram will work. And we are using latching here wherever the input is there. And this ladder diagram has to be constructed in software and has to be tested in PLC by connecting it to a motor and pump. Next we will see what is the procedure to download it into the PLC and typing the program there and how to test it in. First step is to prepare a general description of automized process to operate. To operate this sequential circuit, what is the automized process we have to decide. Then we have to identify what are the hardware requirements required in this logic. And then you have to create a ladder program in a software that is RSLogix. For that, we have to enter this ladder diagram using programming device by opening the RSLogix 500 software by double clicking on this icon. And then you have to confirm input output addresses and timer addresses. Then you have to verify the program to check the syntax error. Then if any error is there, you have to troubleshoot and enter the program. After verifying, you have to save the program. After saving, you have to download it into the PLC. Before downloading it into the PLC, you have to configure the PLC into the programming device which contains the software using RSLinx software. Then you have to wire all input and output connections. Then you have to download or transfer the program into the PLC. Then you have to give required inputs to get desired outputs. That is a testing process. This is a procedure we have to follow to simulate the RSLogix or ladder logic programs in PLC. Next, I will show you how to create a new ladder program in a RSLogix 500 and how to configure it into the software, then how to download and how to test it in PLC. Now I will show how to create the ladder program for this sequencing operation in RSLogix 500. For that, go to desktop. In that taskbar, you have symbol like this, that is RSLogix 500 software. Click on that. The software will launching. This will open with like this by default. Maximize it and go to file, click on new and select Micrologix 1000, click on OK. By default it has coming with the end rung. Here for this sequencing operation including end rung we need 6 rungs. For that we have to add another 5 rungs for this one. For that go to user and click on new rung 5 times. The 5 rungs has been added. Once the rungs has been added, you have to add the elements, that is such as open NO switch, NC switch, coils and timers to these rungs. First go to first rung. First our aim is to switch on a motor. For that we require one open contact. Add a open contact under user, go to examine if closed, give the address. We are giving the address, input address, that is colon 0.0/0. This is connected to a push button 1 and give a symbol as PB_1 and click OK. And when you switch on this, it has to be switch on a motor. For that we have to insert a coil and give a address of motor where connected O:0.0/0 and give a name as motor, means this output is connected to a motor. Then click OK. The motor has been switched on when you push the button. For this one we have to give a latching for continuous operation. Now for latching you have to give a add branch. In that select that one and insert a one more open contact. Give address for this one as a output O:0.0/0. Now the first condition is reached. When you switch a motor input button, the motor will be switched on and it will remain run if you even remove the push button 1 because we are latched. Next condition is we have to switch on a pump, but to switch on a pump it has to be delay of 50 seconds. To delay you have to add a timer in between here to on delay timer. For that go to second rung. When to start that timer? When the motor has been switched on. For that add a input contact, that is open contact here. Give the address of output, that is O:0.0/0 and once the motor switched on it will be enabled and timer has to be starts. For that we have to add a timer. Go to timer and counter, select a TON, give a address, that is T4:0 and enter the preset value, that is 50 seconds here. Once it reaches 50 seconds, next go to next rung, because once it reaches 50 seconds the pump has to be on. For that add one more open contact and give the address of timer, that is T4:0/DN. Once the accumulated value reaches preset value, this input contact will be closed and it will switch on a pump. For that we have to add a coil, that is O:0.0/1. This is a pump connected to a pump. Okay. Now you'll see when you switch on a input button, the motor will start. As soon as motor has been started, this open contact will be closed and timer starts counting. Once this timer starts counting, the accumulated time starts incrementing and it reaches to preset value. This open contact will be closed because we are using a done bit, and once it has been closed the pump will be on after a delay of 50 seconds. Now we have both first and second condition reached. Motor is also on and pump also on after a delay of 50 seconds. Now we have to switch off one after the other. To switch off we are using two more timers. One is for motor switch off, another one is for pump switch off. For that go to next rung and we have to add a timer. When that next timer has to be start? When the pump has been started. For that one first we have a open contact in the next rung. give address of pump O colon 0.0 slash 1, and once motor starts, this will enable and it will go to timer, first timer, add a timer here and give the address T4 colon 1, and it remains on for next preset value is 40, means for this 40 seconds both motor and pumps has to be run simultaneously. Once this 40 second completes, first motor has to be off, then pump has to be off after a delay of 10 seconds. Now next add one more timer to switch off a pump. For that we have to add a one more timer. When to on that timer, see set, add one more open contact, that is T4 colon 1 slash DN. Next timer has to be start when this timer completes the timing. That's why we are using T4 DN in open contact. Next we are giving timer, add one more timer, give address that is T4 colon 2 and give the address of 10 seconds to switch off a pump. Now see, here it will switch on a motor, then this after a delay of 50 seconds pump will switch on. After a switch on a pump, this timer starts, it will run both pump and motor, both will run up to 40 seconds. Once after 40 seconds, the third timer will be start, and once as soon as this timer starts or this 40 seconds complete, the motor has to be switch on. For that you have to add here one closed contact, that is NC switch, to switch off a motor. For that go to user and add closed contact. When to switch off, either T4 colon 2 bar TT, either you give T4 colon 2 bar TT or you can give T4 colon 1 bar DN also after completing 40 seconds, or else when you start the 10-second counting. Now it will switch off a motor after reaching the 40 seconds. Now we have to switch off a pump. For that go to here, add one more NC switch here, give the address of T4 colon 2 bar DN. It has to be switch off after completing this 10 seconds. The motor will switch off when start counting this one, and pump will switch off after completing this one. For that we are using done here TT. Here you can give either T4 colon 1 DN also. Now we are switch off, both 4 conditions also met, and here you have to add latching for this input. For that go to this rung and select a rung branch and drag it here and give a timing, that address as T4 colon 2 bar EN. This pump has to be on until this timer has to true. Once it goes false, this timer pump will be off. That's why we are giving latching as a T4 colon 2 EN. And next here also give one more latching as same as before. Connect here, add open contact, give a address T4 colon 2 bar EN. Like this you have to construct. This will complete. See, when you switch on a motor, it will switch on a input switch, motor will switch on. As soon as motor has been switched on, this open contact will be closed and it will activate the timer, and timer starts counting. Once the accumulated value reaches 50 seconds, this open contact connected to a pump will be closed and pump will be on, and next 40 seconds both will be switched on, both pump and motor. And as soon as pump starts, the timer 2 will be starts and it will count up to 40 seconds. Once reaches 40 seconds, that third timer will be enabled. As soon as third timer enabled, it will switch off a motor, and after completing 10 seconds, it will switch off a pump also. And once after creating a ladder diagram, you have to verify to check syntax error. Click on verify file. If any errors, here E symbol will come. If there is no error, all E symbol will be removed. Once after verifying, to go to save and save the program in required path to download it into the PLC, and I will give a sequence circuit. Click on save. Next, you have to download this program into the PLC to test it. Now I will show you how to configure the programming device into PLC and how to download this program into PLC and test it in PLC. First I will show how to configure. For configure this device into the PLC, first you have to connect the PLC into the device through RS-232 cable. Once connecting the through cable, you have to switch it on the PLC. Once after switching on, you have to move on to the programming device, and then you have to open RS links by clicking on this icon. The RS link software will open like this. In that, go to configure driver in a communication menu. Click on configure drivers. In that, you have to select the driver type as RS-232DF1 devices. Then click on add new. By default, the ABDF1 driver will be listed. Click on OK. Then you have to select port where we connected the PLC. Here we are connected to the port 1. Hence we are selecting the communication port 1. Click select, and the remaining fields are unchanged. Then click on auto configure. It will check the connection and it will give the result. Once the result is successful, then click on OK. Here you see the driver has been configured and the status is running. Then close, and then we can check through RSU under communication menu. Click on RSU. Here under ABDF1 driver, the workstation, that is programming device, and PLC both are connected. They are configured. Then click close. Now we will move on to the again Logix software. In that program already you have typed. We can download it into the PLC now. For downloading this program into the PLC, click on download in communication menu. Click download. It will ask for prompt. OK. It will ask for download the program. Click on yes. Then it will ask for run mode. Click on yes. Now it is downloading. It will copying the program into the PLC. Once after copying, it will ask to go to run mode. Click yes. Then it will ask for go online. Click yes. Now the status has been changed to offline to remote run once the program downloading is completed. Now the program has downloaded. Now I will show how it will test in a PLC. For demonstrating purpose, we are using a motor and pump for showing. The motor is connected to the 0th bit of the output in a PLC, and the pump is connected to the first bit of the output, that is second in serial and first bit. We are connecting here. We are connecting pump, motor and pump into the PLC. When we switch on the button, input button, that is push button 1, the motor will on. Then after a delay of 50 seconds, the pump will on, and next 40 seconds both will run simultaneously. After 40 seconds, the motor will switch off first. Then after switch off the motor 10 seconds, pump will run alone. Then it will switch off. Now I will show how it will work. First I will switch on a input button. Motor will start. See, now motor is running, and here the time is start counting. When the accumulator values reaches 50 seconds, the pump will on next. You observe now. This type of circuits will use it to sequencing operations. Sometimes we require one after the other. The machines are to switch on and switch off to process the task. In that situations we are using. Now the time is 32 seconds. The motor is running. Once it reaches 50 seconds, the pump will on, and next 40 seconds both will run simultaneously. So now both are running, and now here also in some you observe the pump is also running. The next timer is starts counting. Once this timer timings is reaches 40 seconds, the motor will switch off first. Then next 10 seconds pump alone can be running. See here. See now the motor is switched off. Next pump will run for 10 seconds. Then also after 10 seconds the pump also switched off. See, like this circuit can be tested, and the sequencing circuit also we can control using PLC. Thank you. Next we will see the result. The result is the ladder logic program to operate motor and pump in a particular sequence is designed and tested in PLC. The result is as shown below. If PB button is pushed first, the motor starts immediately after PB is pressed, and after a delay of 50 seconds, 50 seconds of motor starts, the pump will start, and stop after 40 seconds of pump starts, and then the pump also stop after a delay of 10 seconds, and totally pump will run for 50 seconds. Thank you.